Hello, hello, hello.
Let's do that again.
Third time's the charmer, right?
You got it.
Hello.
You got it.
Hello,
What's happening, everybody?
hello.
Jessica, Ruben,
Jess and
Davey, what's
Rube.
happening? Davey said
Davey.
he's checking in from his apartment. Nice.
How's the transition to a new town going?
It's always a little
Uncomfortable
sketch
at
in the
first?
beginning.
Yeah.
As long as you have some fucking go out and hang out, you're all good, right?
Yeah.
That's really how it goes. Fuck. And meet some new people, do some new shit.
That's always fun.
We've done that a lot. It's fun. I enjoy it. I think that's the semi-nomadic life that we have chosen to live.
We stayed placed about 3 to 5 years. Maybe
And then
this,
we're like, all right, we're out.
it's time to go.
It's time to go.
It's time to move.
Let's go do something new. It's all good. Going,
I don't know if we'll
it's
do that
going
this
all
time.
right. Just need to get some furniture.
Furniture,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
important. Remember when
know
we...
what?
Go ahead.
Go hit up fucking. Don't be afraid to go hit up like Goodwill and shit, man.
What's
Find
the
some
other
shit.
one? The soldier one? Goodwill and Salvation Army.
The soldier one. The soldier one.
It
Hit
is
up the soldier one.
Salvation Army.
Salvation
Makes me
Army.
think of a
Yeah.
soldier.
Yeah, I understand. It's an army of salvations.
Sure.
No idea why the
I don't either.
shit's blinking again. Restart.
Oh.
everything. What?
Did you touch your little plugins?
Nope. It's all good. Fuck it. We'll figure it out. Welcome to Bars Open,
One
Beth
day.
and Greg.
One day.
I am Greg, and that is
Beth.
Beth.
Yes.
We're here. We're
We're
here.
here.
We're here on
We're
a
here.
Wednesday. Let's chill it out. We got some fun shit to talk about, though. It'll be good. Where can they find us, honey? Do you know
All the socials.
the socials
Yeah.
and the ear
Amazon-
hole places?
Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio.
All the good places you can find stuff. Exactly. Go out there, like, subscribe, do your thing, give us a little 5-star review or a 2-star review. I don't care. Just fucking review it. That way I can see.
5. Do a 5.
Do a 5.
Just a
It's all good.
solid.
Do a solid. We'll figure it out. Davey said, or Ruben said, Davey is definitely transitioning
We
from
didn't turn the
mountain man
AC
to
down, did we?
boot scooting countryman.
So weird because it's so it's not hot, but it's definitely humid. This weekend
It's like
though,
73 degrees out.
but it's like 56% humidity. That's pretty humid still.
Dude, it isn't 99 like it
Um,
was this summer. What are
But
you
this
talking about?
weekend it's going to be cold.
Is
Like
it
sweater weather? Yeah, 50s and
Sweater-
40s at night.
really?
Mm-hmm.
What's the weather going to be like? Like, look that shit up.
According to my watch,
We're going to have to bust out a whole bunch of Beth's. like-
fireplace.
no, we're not fucking doing a fire. Too
It's
early
going to
in
be
the season.
40 degrees on Saturday night. We're
That
doing a
doesn't-
fire.
That's not.
61 and 40 on Saturday, 59 and 48 on Sunday, and 66 and 41 on Monday.
Meanwhile, I'm wearing flip flops
And it stays.
shorts.
My times are going to be in the Thursday 59 and 37. Nice little fall front, cold front, cold
A
front,
fall front.
a fall front, a fall cold front. It's gonna be cold for like a week and a half
I don't. Whatever.
or a week, I guess.
It's all good though.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I like it when it gets cold.
It makes it feel
Think
more
I found it-
fallish.
I think I found a tick trying to get on the dogs today because you know how it's been so rainy and humid. So I
that a
gave them
thing?
their flea tick medicine. Yeah.
Well, thank you for announcing that to the world.
Yeah. Well,
The-
I don't know what a tick looks like when it's not fat and
It's a
full.
little ugly bug.
Is it flat? Kind of
Yeah, they're
like
real
oval?
thin,
But this
yeah.
one had like a yellow line down the
It
middle.
could have been. That's probably the one with AIDS.
And I was like, get up, because I didn't really want to touch it.
Where did you?
I flicked it in the yard. What was I going to
Oh,
do
in
with
the
it?
yard. I was like,
Yeah,
fuck. now
no,
it's
not in
gonna
the house.
be
Come
on
on.
your nipple when you wake up one morning. I'm like, Jesus
I know better
Christ.
than that.
It's all good. So thanks for joining in. We appreciate you guys. Obviously, as always. Hope you're having a great week. Allison said just battled cockroach and won, and I'm here. So nice. Someday, like I said, I'll figure out the glitch system.
Allison said she just battled a cockroach and won.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry. I was reading about the end of Davy's dry spell.
Let's jump into some of the show stuff
Let's do it.
at the top. Some shit at the top. I was thinking about this. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
And this is what made me think of this.
Oh,
Is
stop.
because your nephew wants a fried turkey, which is what, 2 weeks away?
That's one of the dogs.
Hang on a second.
Scraping at the.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It sounded like somebody was walking up the fucking.
No, it did not. You don't know what it sounds like. It sounded like nails on the carpet. Who's there?
Laying down. You know, I literally it sounded to me like somebody was fucking late walking up the
No, it didn't
stairs.
sound like it sounded
You've
like
been
this.
to our house. Our stairwell is like right here. I was like,
Sounded like that, just on carpet.
There's a reason. There's a firearm within reach.
You asked a question? Oh, fried turkey.
Yeah. So your nephew wants.
We got to go pick one this
turkey,
weekend.
But I was like, oh my God, we have to start Christmas shopping.
Yeah, we don't do that. Till
No,
the
I know,
week
but I was trying to
before.
figure out, what do you want besides like
Lord.
us going to Mexico?
I want that for Christmas, or you want that for Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah? No.
Yeah.
I don't want that for Christmas.
Why not?
Because I don't need a Christmas present. I'll just fucking go. I don't need it as one of my Christmas presents.
That's kind of my point, is we don't need Christmas presents. At a certain age,
yes, we do.
52,
Malarkey.
you don't really need Christmas presents.
Everybody needs Christmas presents.
I'll
to
get
open
you some
on
hair
Christmas Day.
ties.
Don't give me hair ties.
You need some.
I bought some.
Because the dog's eating them all.
Lucy eats them all, and then she poops them out, brightly lighting up her poop. Here, cheers, first of all.
Salute. Cheers, you guys. What are you guys thinking for Christmas? Are you already worried about, are you planning Christmas stuff? It's one of those things. I was like,
all I know is that I want to go get the turkey and half the stuff for what I need to make this weekend.
yeah.
And then the following weekend, get all of the rest, because I don't want to spend $400 on a turkey dinner, because they're actually saying it's going to be cheaper to have somebody like order your meal from a restaurant and bring it home is going to be cheaper than actually cooking at home.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's a restaurant. There's a store. I can't remember where it was at, but they are knocking down the price of traditional Thanksgiving food to prices from 10 years ago, so that they're cheap,
so that they can still get.
so people can still.
they'll do volume.
Well, and people will still be able to
Excuse me.
afford a Thanksgiving dinner, homemade Thanksgiving dinner.
Or you
So.
could just cook that shit yourself.
That's
Potatoes are
hello.
cheap.
That's what I just said. They're lowering down the prices of the groceries from traditional Thanksgiving food, so people can afford.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant like a restaurant.
No. The restaurants, no, hell no, they're not.
I thought you meant like a restaurant was trying to do like
It's always so
something like
fucking
that.
hot up here.
It's not really. So yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, cut the costs on the staple items you need. It's like what, potatoes, maybe sweet potatoes, green beans, a turkey, of course, if that's your thing. Some people do.
I
ham
don't
and
do
shit like
green
that.
beans.
I don't know.
I do. What do we typically? We do mashed
Rolls.
potatoes, rolls,
Gravy.
stuffing, gravy,
I'm fucking starving. by the way.
turkey. And I typically do like a broccoli rice cheddar casserole, because that's my thing. I don't like green beans.
And then she bakes a pie,
Couple pies
couple pies.
or pie,
And
ooey
she
gooey.
does this thing. We've talked about it for the past 3 years. It is called ooey gooey pumpkin bars, pumpkin squares. It's a fucking big ass dish. I only get it once a year. It's like, what do you call those dish? Like a baking dish?
11 or 13 by 9 or whatever you call them.
Right. Baking dish.
Pyrex.
Yeah, Pyrex. And it uses an entire box of
Uses 2 sticks of butter, entire box of
cake mix.
powdered sugar.
A whole cake mix.
Yeah. A cake
bunch
mix.
of pumpkin. And it
Yeah.
comes out
And
in
vanilla
these,
pudding,
like,
I think.
and- oh
Vanilla
my
pudding?
God.
No, not vanilla
Damn.
pudding.
Like,
Cream
I'm
cheese.
not a pumpkin
Cream
pie
cheese.
is a
It's a
good
whole
go-to.
block of cream
But
cheese.
this shit is legit.
It's one of the few pumpkin things I like. I still have to put whipped cream on it, but it's so sweet.
And it'll last, like you only need a little bit and it'll last.
Well, if we take
Well-
it over there, you may only get a few squares left to come home. But
Fuck them.
then I'm
Only
going to make
take
a
piece of it to them.
then I'm going to make
Because you make the what do you call
chocolate
it?
pecan pie.
Chocolate pecan pie. You make a regular pecan pie.
No, I don't. I make a pumpkin pie.
or whatever.
I probably won't make the pumpkin pie this year. I'll probably make the gooey's and the chocolate
So
pecan
hungry.
pie.
So hungry.
Call it a day.
I don't know. I was thinking we could do a quick trip to Mexico for Christmas, but
Oh, like we're going to go out of town for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no.
why?
I decorate my house so that it can be pretty when Santa comes. No, I'm not going to Mexico
You know how much easier that
during
is on me?
Christmas. I'm not going. Too bad, so sad.
So what do you want instead? Have you even thought about it?
Chones,
You want underwear.
workout shorts, but not running
get you
shorts. I
workout
hate
shorts
workout. I
every
hate
year.
running shorts. You're always good about cat. Don't act like you don't hear me say stuff I want. I want a Cricut. I kind of do, but I kind of
You're
don't.
never going to use it. I just know you.
You don't know me like
I
that.
do.
I don't know.
Jess said she went to Hawaii for Christmas one year. It was awesome. We went to Breckenridge one year because we didn't have any family or life.
We had just moved there.
And
we'd
we
been
lived
there
in
for like 4
Colorado,
months.
and that was fucking rad.
It snowed. It was my first white Christmas.
We even brought a little tiny Christmas tree.
Mhm. And put all our presents underneath it,
Yeah.
and it got
And
buried.
Did we bring a dog at that point? Did we have a dog? We had
dogs.
We've always had a dog, but
We had, I think we only had one dog.
Yeah. No.
We had, because I think
Hampton. We had
Hampton. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. Because Bomber Jackson.
He probably wanted to eat a kid. It's all good. So the only thing I want to share from the elections, I said no
Raider
politics.
says he's been white every Christmas. Hell
yeah. What's up, Raider? The only thing I want to share is this one meme from the elections over the past. We're not talking elections at all tonight. Like, I'm fucking over it. But this one was just too good to pass up. And, you know, Pennsylvania went to Gobbledygook in Quato.
Why do they make fun of him? Is he really not the brightest bulb in the batch?
No, he's got some serious
Speech impediments or
all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. So that's all I wanted to share. I just thought it was funny.
You ever have this weird, like a weird muscle, like spasm? What do you call it when they
spasm?
But like your eye gets it sometimes. A twitch. I have one in between the bones of my, like right in that divot. I have a muscle going.
It's kind of like the computer.
Like, stop it.
I don't know.
No,
I have not. So, whatever. All right, let's jump into the show, shall we? Fucking holy shit. Jennifer Aniston. So, she did this.
Mela Kamikilaka.
What?
That's what.
That's what it said.
Yeah, Nico said. I think that's Merry Christmas in Hawaiian.
Kalikamiaka.
I think that's Merry Christmas in Hawaiian.
That's awesome. Is it Christmas? I don't mean to like jump the gun on Christmas, but
yeah, you're just completely moving over Thanksgiving. I guess we did talk about Thanksgiving though too, so it's all right.
So this, of course, was the grab that I happened to see that like just it grabbed me and brought me in.
All right.
Right. So Jennifer Aniston, and it's actually a pretty
Chanel.
cool story. So it's a little bit of background to it too.
They're
So Jennifer
fucking nuts.
Jennifer Aniston reveals infertility IVF journey. I was throwing everything at it. So, but this is her cover photo from Allure. And I'm like, all right, you could literally go any age since she got popular, famous, right? From Friends. And she has been beautiful every
Dude, she got the
minute
best
of
fucking hair
the way,
ever.
right?
Really
And you go
love
like,
her now.
Womb Raider said he can fix her infertility. He's
Who
got
did?
like 37
Oh,
kids.
Nico?
Yeah. No, Womb Raider.
Oh,
So, but she did say this. So one of the things about like,
she's huge into yoga.
oh, cool.
Yes, that's her thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Her and Madonna.
A lot of people.
Last week we shared Madonna's shit, and now
before.
doesn't look,
Week
or
before.
week before or whatever, show before. And no, that's that's completely different.
One's also in her 60s and one's in her 50s. That's a big jump.
Shut the fuck up.
It is a big
No,
jump from
no,
50 to
no,
60.
no.
It's like it's a
Do
big
you
jump
think
from 40 to
Jennifer
50.
Aniston's gonna look like fucking Madonna does now,
I have
even
no
with all
idea.
that makeup on or off?
I don't know.
No, she's not. And I'll get defensive on that shit. And she's your
No, bro.
girl.
You
She was your
do.
go-to
She is
girl.
my girl. She's
You even had the hair,
I had
right?
the hair from most of the 90s.
See,
All while Friends was on.
she was speaking for
I had Friends hair the whole
all 10
series.
seasons.
Yeah. My hair did her hair.
So Jay Aniston is speaking out for the first time on her fertility struggles, which is something she's 53,
I mean, you go, girl.
right? Go girl.
See what happens when you have little boobies? You could do that.
So that's kind of what grabbed me too. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn. I'm like,
And they're Chanel, which is amazing.
yeah, there's a whole thing about that. He said, I was trying to have kids. It was challenging road for me, baby making road. She eventually said all the years and years of speculation. It was really hard. I was going through IVF, drinking Chinese teas, you name it. I was throwing everything
Trying
at
everything.
it, trying to get it. Freeze your eggs. Do yourself a favor. You just don't think it. So here I am today. The actress revealed that ship has sailed. Right. So
Why was
there's
she never adopted.
well. That's where it comes down to. Do you need to?
Yeah, no.
What's up, Crystal? How you doing? Do you need to?
I mean, it
You can
depends
just
on how
do
bad
what
she
you
wanted
wanna
a
do,
baby.
right?
But it sounds like she was doing everything to have a baby.
Mhm.
So I don't know, maybe.
And then priorities just change, right? Priorities shift, and you go, okay. So same thing with us, right? We're like, we decided not to. But there is a stigma that comes with not being, or us, or people being a certain age and not having kids.
Fuck them.
No, I know. That's exactly how we
That's what
feel
we
about it. We
did.
don't give a fuck.
You're like, yeah, we're
But
having babies.
when you're on a probably on a like level like that, they're like, what's wrong with her?
right.
And that came into the article, right? And it was like, what's wrong with her? She doesn't want to have kids. She's putting her career in front of having a
Here's the
family.
thing. It's
all
nobody's
this bullshit,
business.
and
I know
that's-
it's hard to ignore all
Right.
of it, but that's what
Yeah.
you have to do. You just have to ignore it and be like,
Well, I'm gonna work on my career.
you don't know me. She's very successful. She has production company.
Yeah. So they called that picture the nipplekini, or that bathing suit the
Who did?
nipplekini.
Who does?
I don't know. People
Okay.
in general call it the
You know how
nipplekini.
expensive that nipplekini is?
Chanel.
So it's probably like $1,500 for the top and another
Yeah,
$1,500 for the
right,
bottom.
right.
So it's
Yeah,
like a
absolutely.
3,000. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna Google.
She said she has zero regrets, and she said, I actually feel a little relief now because there's no more can I, maybe, and I don't have to think about it anymore. That's a fucking tangible thing to have to overcome, right? I mean, really, you go, fuck, I don't have to deal with this anymore. Aniston's a dog mom. That's what I said. I was like, get a dog and crush your career, plus get old people insurance.
What was the magazine? Allure.
Alert. Yeah. So that's definitely a thing. If you don't have kids, you're going to need somebody to take care of your ass, especially if
Oh,
you're.
it's a bikini from 1995.
There is a picture of Kim Kardashian or whatever wearing it. It's different. It's a
Different
different
boob.
look. It's a different look. Filled out in a different way. You know.
Trying to see if it tells me.
So
We were talking about collagen. She's huge on the collagen. Like,
Who?
she's a spokesperson for a collagen company, Jennifer Aniston.
yeah, is it like Goopy Pants' kind of
No,
collagen
it's
shit? Where it's going to
the
cost you like $1 billion?
it's the one that's the blue that's got like the
No
the
idea.
cow on it. I don't know. I've seen it before in several places. Oh, geez, that's tiny.
It's just like
Um,
bottles of milk. I don't know. But I thought it was kind of an interesting little thing here, you know, and you go, fuck, she came out. She said, hey, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. She
Yeah.
doesn't have anything to hide is what she said. So she is timeless is kind of the term I'll use on that. And thus the name of the show. Ba-dang, dang. That's it. So what's the cost on that thing?
I'm still looking.
Can you just look up nipplekini cost?
I don't think it's gonna come up that
You
way,
sure it
but
won't come up as nipplekini?
I'm gonna look.
I bet you it does. Nipple.
I used to spell nipple. Nipple.
Nipp. Nipplekini. How do you spell?
Bathing
Is it
suit.
Chanel bathing
Chanel nipplekini bathing suit cost.
suit cost? Let's see. All right, I'm going. Nope, that's a different one. I don't know. Two-piece swimsuit. I don't know. It's
gonna put-
probably, like I said, it's probably
gonna
like
put
1,500
Chanel
bucks a pop.
Bikini.
It's all good though. Yeah. I mean, I
The
think
official
those
styling.
things are just expensive as fuck anyway, right?
Yes. Well, anything Chanel
So.
is.
So you're not getting one of those for Christmas.
I don't need one. Thank you.
Nipple.
If I look like her, I might ask for one, but
No, I'm not getting you. I was thinking like a purse.
oh, I don't want a
I'm
purse.
not getting you a Chanel purse.
No,
But you already have one of those stupid
No.
things.
I don't have Chanel. I just have a car named Chanel. It's the only Chanel thing I own.
Oh, her white car. So
'Cause she
appropriate.
fancy. So appropriate. Shut up.
I think Chanel West Coast from ridiculousness
What?
when I see that car.
Why?
I have no idea, but that's who I see.
Not me.
I see Chanel West Coast driving that fucking car.
Why?
That's just what I do
Why you got to put a white girl in it?
because that's just what I see.
I'm disappointed in you.
You nicknamed her Chanel. I see Chanel
Yeah,
West
I
Coast.
meant Coco Chanel.
Yeah, I didn't think that one.
Well, just
that
'cause
doesn't come to
Chanel
mind.
West
The
Coast.
most common one that is in
no,
my
for your
world of
skater
shit.
world, yes.
Yeah, that's
for
what I'm
your
saying.
skater BMX extreme sports world, yes.
Right.
What I see when I see Chanel is her giggle,
Her laugh.
her laugh, and that
And
she's
you see
always
that with the
got
car.
the skimpiest clothes on. No, I see my car as sophistication.
If I just put like it looked like a racing stripe, but it's really just like a bikini bottom. Crossed it.
You want to keep your hands? Don't touch my car.
Get it wrapped in a bikini. That would be hilarious. I'm just saying. You ready to go on to the next one? Can you use your words and be here now?
I'm still doing homework. Hold on.
What are you doing homework on?
I'm still trying to find out the fucking cost of a Chanel bathing suit.
They're probably $1,000, right? I mean, I'm guessing.
Well, these are 70% off. I wonder how much they're
Yeah,
not
those are made in
off.
fucking Mexico or something like that, probably, right?
I don't know.
Probably.
No, they're supposed to be Chanel's. Are you saying they're knockoffs?
Yeah, whatever.
Swimwear bikinis. Let's see.
At least talk while you're doing this.
Well, let's see. So the bottoms for several of her bathing suits are $718. That's
okay, so $1,500 for the whole thing.
The top is $1,000.
Okay,
so close to 18.
All right.
That's still, man. I mean, I guess flaunt it if you got it, both figure wise and money wise.
Figuratively and monetarily.
Yes.
Trying to figure out why I've got a red dot over here. Give me 1 second.
Wait, you have a red dot? What do you mean, red dot?
I have no idea. I got shit happening on my computer. Let's see. There we go. Maybe that'll kill everything.
You always have a problem.
All right, ready? Let's get into Jeremy Clarkson. So have you heard the whole story about fucking what's his name? James Corden?
I don't know who that is.
James Corden is the late night guy.
Oh, the English dude.
The English dude.
He does the commercial for the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, he started some dumb shit like a few weeks ago, where he got basically fucked by
Jeremy Clarkson?
by like blasting
Jeremy Clarkson?
Yeah, it's Clarkson's he's gonna come into this in a second.
Okay.
But quick recap.
I mean, but
on
like
this bullshit.
the Amazon show, Clarkson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeremy Clarkson. The original dude, the fuck is his name again? James Corden, like was bad mouthing, harassing some person in a restaurant in New York, and he's like evidently became like slightly notorious for being a shithead. There was like, you never get it right, sending shit back, like
what? Somebody
pulling his weight, trying to pull his weight.
Somebody from Hollywood was an a-hole? Come on, no way.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I feel like you might be lying a little bit.
It kind of blew up in his face.
Okay.
And then he evidently ripped off somebody. I don't know exactly.
Moon Raider said Chanel West Coast is trans, dude.
Is she? Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
And then he ended up ripping off somebody's
Apron?
like comedy
Oh,
shit.
seriously?
Yeah, just recently. So yeah, so he's been having a moment. And then Jeremy Clarkson, who, if you don't know who he is, he has been around for a long time over in England. And then I'm gonna find his shit real quick. He does Clarkson's Farm, but he also fuck was his name of this show? Top Gear. Top Gear was huge in England.
Well, that was when it was on the BBC. It was named something else when it was on Amazon.
Yeah, and then so they shifted it over. So Top Gear, yeah, exactly. But
didn't he tell them to F off? And he punched one of the producers or something?
Yeah, like it's fucking he's just a gruff guy, whatever. But I find him fucking absolutely hilarious.
I think he's funny as fuck.
Right. So basically, this is the primary reason I brought this story up.
Okay.
Is because of what he accused fucking shitface of James Corden of having. Said it's been a difficult few weeks for James Corden, but luckily for him, Jeremy Clarkson has chimed up with some advice on how to best cure his cunt flu.
They put that in the article?
Well, it's got asterisks.
Oh, okay.
Cunt flu. I swear to God, that is now embedded in my brain to use.
Instead of a bag of dips, you're going to say, get over your cunt
Get
flu.
over your cunt flu, right? Because, oh my God, that is perfect for so much shit, right? James Corden made headlines after a New York restaurant owner barred him and labeled him a tiny cretin of a man over his alleged treatment of his staff. The incident took place on October 9, but the story has rumbled on since, with Corden initially denying he'd done anything wrong before issuing an apology.
What? Deny
Because
and then come back and say,
he's got the cunt flu.
I did it. I'm sorry.
He does. And I'm sorry if you're offended by the word, but it is what it is, right?
Listen, I used to get so offended by that word, and now it's just because I read sexy books, it doesn't offend me.
Let me punch you in the.
Depends on how you use it.
Right. So The news cycle seemed to have been moving on since then. He was accused of ripping Ricky Gervais off of a joke word for word on the Late Late Show.
Oh shit, really?
And one man who knows what it's like to attract negative press is Jeremy Clarkson. Indeed, complaining about an omelet is pretty vanilla compared to smacking someone over a steak, which is what you just referenced. Because remember, the food was overcooked or whatever. Writing for the Times, the 60-year-old admitted he's behaved like a prat in the past and said he's not surprised that Corden was being labeled as disgusting, bad-tempered plagiarist who even more up his own bottom than Harry McCarl or whoever the fuck that, I don't know who that is. He wrote, when everyone always sends a car to pick you up and there's a hot and cold running assistance. Sorry, it's popped up. Eager to indulge your every whim, it's very easy to become a monster. You start to think that you don't ever have to do anything for yourself or meet anyone who might be dull. One of my friends, who is in a very successful band, calls this cunt flu. Another who is in an even more successful band tells me that they try and normalize themselves after the tour. He and his bandmates would rent a house on their own for 2 weeks and do all their own cooking, washing before going home.
Oh, that's kind of
so
cool.
So that they fucking get back to having to do like chores for a set and everybody do your shit. Kind of goes on to say soon though he's coming back to the UK to become an actor. He wrote, "It's a good thing. He's far better at being someone else than he is at being himself," which I thought was fucking perfect dig.
Yeah.
He said, "I saw him once in One Man, Two Governors, and he was fantastic. Much better than he is as a presenter." Just fucking ripping him, dude. But if he wants to be liked when he gets here, he should stop off on the way home in a place where he isn't known. Dortmund, perhaps, and spend a couple of weeks or a couple of months putting his own bins out and making his own bed. Work for me. Well, it would have if I had tried it. So it's just a funny thing that he's
making fun of himself and this guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it's just like people that are self-fucking righteous and shit like that.
They're pretentious.
It was
and
literally
they feel
to the point where like
they don't have to answer
they
to anyone.
fucked up
So
his
they
wife's
just be rude.
eggs, and there was like she wanted like
Who's
an
this
egg,
now?
His James Corden's wife. They fucked up
He has a wife?
his eggs and put like he wanted like it was weird. I don't know if it was an egg white only. I thought it was even odder. It might have been an egg yolk only. Something stupid like that, right? And there was a little bit of one of the other in it, right? And then they brought it out and they brought it with like the wrong toast or some stupid shit like that, right? And you go like, eat a bag of shit. And then he's been at the same restaurant and because there was a mistake, we'll take all of our drinks for free. Go fuck yourself.
You of all people can afford all this shit.
And that's the point.
No, we're not taking, you're not getting. So a couple questions. So,
Perhaps,
I know he isn't. I know Corden isn't
He's
gay.
married,
He's
I don't
just
know.
not very attractive.
Well, when he first came out, and again, this is like
Maybe I
most
should look
folks.
and see what his wife looks like.
When he first came out, I thought he was going to be funny.
He was funny for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. And then, we got rid of like regular terrestrial TV, like cable TV. We got rid of that. So you stopped watching so much of that shit. And then even the dude that replaced fucking the Daily Show with Trevor Noah. I liked it for about a minute. And then it got all political or whatever you want to call it. It got stupid. And then I was like, well, we're done with that one too. So that's just basically how it goes.
She's very cute.
Is she?
Well, the one picture I see of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cute.
Does she look like a pretentious bitch?
Not at all.
Because she's got his money.
No.
It's probably not her. It's probably a him issue.
Oh yeah, it's totally a him issue.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't look pretentious at all. There's that picture.
Oh no, come on.
And there's that picture. You think she does? I think she doesn't.
She could be evil.
Oh, stop it.
She could definitely be evil. I don't know. You guys Google her and figure it out for yourselves. She's probably conniving.
Check
asshole.
out the chat.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Okay. Questions.
Hold on. Why can't I get this to come back up?
What?
That's what she said. There we go. Well, one of the things was highlighted in black. Why is Womb Raiders one of his things is highlighted in black? I don't get it.
What are you talking about?
Is that not happening for you? Look at my screen.
Did you touch it? Did you touch it?
That's what she asked. If I touch it, it gives me the block.
That's weird.
I know, it's weird, right?
I don't know.
And who's the tiny Latina he's bypassing?
I don't know. And he also said, Greg, I'm hammered and sent you a guitar riff. Can you see if the audience thinks it's
That was the
okay?
other one I was going to bring up.
I'll put it up after the show. Linking stuff in's a bitch. So yeah.
You don't know how is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Or we could do this. Hang on a second. As long as it's not like, where'd you send it? To Instagram or something? Let's see. It's definitely not on my Instagram. But if you send it, wherever you sent it, let me know. And I'll pop it up. All right, cool. So there's another big story
Brittany.
out of Hollywood.
Brittany, bitch.
I don't know how big it is. Big enough for Brittany. Brittany's pissed.
I love that I was watching one of her Instagram things and it's something that somebody had put like together and it was like, why does she do this every day? And it's her like doing a strange dance routine.
She's
in a
done that.
bathing
She's been
suit.
doing that for months.
I
though.
know, but somebody finally asked, why does she do this every day? I'm like, guess you can.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you remember she was under like, I don't want to call it house arrest, but it was kind of like close
She
to
wasn't
that.
under house arrest. She just had
It was
somebody
kind
watching
of-
her spending.
Yeah. So what are you going to do? She can't go out and just buy like a Bentley whenever she wants, right? Because somebody was watching all her shit. And so she's like, I'm just going to take all
It wasn't
my
like
medicines.
she was poor by any means.
But she couldn't do whatever the fuck she wanted.
No, not with her vast successful
Right.
income.
So she's going to do little titty dances and dance around in circles. Now she can do whatever the fuck she wants. That's why she's been naked on wherever.
She's been naked.
Well, you know what I mean? Like the titty cover,
Mm.
whatever. The
Yeah.
titty cover. Just picture that, like covering your
I get it.
privates.
I get it.
It's for the audio.
Thank you for the demo.
for the audio listeners.
Okay.
So Britney Spears fumes after teen star says she wants to play the singer in a movie.
Teen star.
Teen star.
Oh, somebody else wants to play her.
Who do you think would be a good person to play Britney Spears, even if she wasn't dead, or if she died or didn't die?
What?
Who do you think would be a good actress to play her?
I have no fucking clue.
Just name one. Think wide, like anybody besides Margot Robbie, because Margot Robbie plays everybody.
Because she's good.
Yeah, I know, right? Jamie Spears, good call.
Margot Robbie's the one that was Birds of Prey, right?
Yeah, she was in Wolf of Wall Street. She was fucking.
I've never seen Wolf of Wall
What's her
Street.
name? In with the joke, not whatever with the Joker and all.
Yeah.
that.
Birds of Prey is her movie.
Yeah. Whatever. I didn't think. I've seen
Somebody
it.
blonde.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Nope,
No,
not at all.
you seen her rap and sing?
Just because she can rap and sing doesn't mean she'd play a good Britney.
The new Enola whatever is out on Netflix.
I know. I want to see it.
Yeah, I put
The
it
first
on
one
her-
was really
I
good.
put her on her shit to do.
I just don't see her being Britney Spears at all.
No,
When I think of somebody playing Britney Spears, I think of somebody who already kind of resembles her. Blonde.
they're literally 20 years difference in age. So
Well, she's
theoretically,
but she's always looked the way she's looked. Look at her old album covers.
and now she's just got like the bag. She's just looking like a
She's-
42-year-old.
She just looks like she's
hot. Yeah, she's hot.
she looks like she's got busy life. Probably
Little crank
Yeah.
in there. So Brittany
Danny Trujillo. Thank you, DJ.
Tuesday at Millie Bobby Brown's desire to play.
I mean, why would you get offended? That's silly.
Snapping, dude, I'm not dead on Instagram.
What is her being
Here's
dead?
what you need to know.
Why does her being dead have anything to do with it? Excuse me.
The Stranger Things star, 18. She's only 18. It said on the Drew Barrymore show that day before their bucket list item, their bucket list including portraying the toxic. She said, I think her story, first of all, resonates with just growing up in public eye, watching her videos, watching her interviews, her when she was younger. I don't know it. But when I look up her pictures of her, I feel like I could tell her.
I mean,
Like,
I don't. Let me.
very thoughtful.
What did she say? When I Think of her what?
I'm not.
Okay.
Basically, she was saying that, she thinks she could do it. She's 18.
Look at her. Look at this album. Like it's a compilation of a bunch of her album covers.
Compilation.
The compilation.
This is Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany.
This is what somebody already needs to kind of look like.
We just froze. Sorry.
No, we didn't. We're moving. There.
We froze. Hang on a second. Gotta figure this shit out. It's kicking.
What are you breaking?
I don't know.
But so she has. I don't remember the Blackout album cover.
I don't remember any of those albums.
Oh yeah.
I can tell you which one's which.
I can remember. I know. The one on the bottom left has on your own, toxic something or other.
Yeah, it is broken. Yeah.
She's a really pretty girl.
We're having technicals real quick.
Now
my mic's off. What the fuck?
Is my mic working?
I just saw a glitch. Hang on. Yeah, yours is working. Hang on. Keep talking.
I know. It's Daniel Day-Lewis. I love all the womb suggestions.
Boom. Now mine's back on. I don't know. We had a little glitch there.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
I have no idea what just happened.
Danny Trujillo.
We had a momentary lapse.
Brittany Murphy. She could have if she hadn't passed away. Right? She's the one that died of a heart attack really young. Right?
Or an overdose or something. So here we go.
It had something to do with her heart. I know that.
Unplug yours. Unplug it. I don't know what's happening with that. Who knows? Some shit went sideways. Technical. We figure this shit out as we go.
Oh, I
hadn't seen that happen
great
before.
job.
That was a new one.
What?
But nonetheless, going back to the
Did
story.
you have to do anything to get your volume back on?
No, it just
Popped, cycled through.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
So
I don't know.
I can't see Bobby Brown. I don't know why Brittany would get pissed though, and what it has to do with her still being alive.
Because she's not dead.
Well, you
I
can't
think
do a
she's
tribute
thinking,
movie
like,
until somebody's dead.
Well, I mean, it's probably because she's not like 80. Like, don't you normally do like a tribute movie?
No, she started singing. She was in the Disney Club when she was like 7.
So if
18,
somebody
17.
is in their 40s, like
But you also have to think
maybe
about
this is
all
like
the
on
things,
a death list kind of list, right?
all the things that she's
Death list.
done in her life. Kind of.
So death
There's a
list,
story there.
right?
List?
So who, like, basically death lists are basically when we say, all right, who do you think's going out next? Like famous person. Like we
Not
just
playing
lost
that.
Aaron Carter, Aaron Carter.
Oh, he's a elemental baby. Did you know that? That's sad.
Sad, right? There's some conspiracies that he was taken out by the man trying to hold him down. Whatever. Bunch of bullshit.
His brother made a statement that he had been struggling with drug addiction
For
and
his whole
mental
life.
health.
Yeah.
And
But okay, so I would have been like, yeah, Britney Spears probably like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
do you think so?
It was close.
I don't know that. No.
But who do you got?
Who's gonna?
The dude that plays the Flash, he's probably out of here in like what, 2 years?
No.
Like,
Isn't he in
honestly.
rehab or something?
I don't think so.
I thought he was going somewhere to fix stuff. I thought we heard that. Okay, so him. Who else?
I can't even think of the dude's name.
What does he play?
I think. I don't know. No, the dude that
Here's the
Ezra
thing.
Levant or whatever his name is.
Who the hell
He's
is
the
that?
guy that plays Flash.
Oh, I don't ever think outside of watching him in movies. I don't do a whole lot of thought about actors and actresses.
No.
Unless I watch their movies or something comes up or I follow them on Instagram or, I don't, or on TikTok. I don't spend a lot of
Those are
time
not your
going,
books.
who's going to kick it next?
You need to get with pop culture. Honey.
No, I don't, because it's a waste of my brain cells to think about stuff like that when I could be growing my brain.
So the question is this:
reading words.
Who do we think needs a bio doc done
I don't know.
before they die? That would be in like their 40s. Sean Penn? No, he's gonna last forever. He's like fucking leather, man.
Oh, he reminds me now of the guy from he's in all the Sylvester Stallone movies where they're contract workers. It's got Jason Statham and I can't think of the name of the movie, but
Expendables.
he, the guy Mickey Rourke. He reminds me now,
Christ,
like
how is he still alive?
have you seen him? Like he keeps getting his lips done over and over and over.
Stop.
And but like
Dan
I feel
Holloway?
like Sean Penn is going to end up looking like him pretty soon.
I don't think Sean Penn does any like.
Yeah, but he's so leathered out.
Yeah, that's.
He looks like somebody is tanned his hide.
I think it's tanning. I think that's
drugs, alcohol, just the hard rock and roll lifestyle.
Just living that La Vida Loca. Yeah, absolutely.
Will Smith, maybe.
Fucking Will Smith. Dude, you don't know. He's
not gonna die. You said, well, he's still alive.
No.
You said, well, he's still alive. Who should they do?
He's in his 50s. That's a good one.
But I don't think it's, I don't think it's, no, I didn't list him for the death list. I list him for biography.
No, I'm adding him. We're going to create our own.
I'm not playing that game.
Not wishing anything.
I'm not playing that game.
Why?
Because it's bad karma.
Nah.
It's bad karma.
It's just like what?
Because if like, one of those people on the list passes away, I'd be like, dude, I feel like shit.
Who's that shit crazy enough?
They're all batshit crazy. They're actors and actresses. They are creative
Richard
souls.
Simmons, isn't he already dead?
I don't know.
I think Richard Simmons is dead. Maybe not. I could be wrong. I don't know. Yeah, Dan was fucking hammered last night on the Drinking Bros.
I feel like they were all.
Dan hit the wall when he started laughing and smiling and just touching the table, like just tapping, like doing this. It was fucking it was the end of everything.
Gary,
and then he was back in the show today finishing the bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, he didn't sound like he had a rough morning whatsoever. I was like, dang.
He's like, hey, 250 grams of meat or whatever.
Is that what he said?
Whatever the fuck he said. Yeah, it's fucking funny.
So it's protein that gets rid of your hangover?
For him, I don't know. For me, it's going to be like an IV. And
it's McDonald's for me. It's like grease and soda pop.
There are definitely
carbonation.
healthier ways to recoup.
I don't know that much protein is actually healthy.
It's not healthy.
Because it's going to make you constipated, one, because it's a lot of fucking protein for your body.
No.
And two, depending upon the protein, it could be very fatty.
Gary Busey.
I said that already.
Oh, you did? Yeah. He could definitely be going out. Anyway, but
I didn't know until they said last night that he has a fake. I knew about the motorcycle accident, and it kind of left him.
He had a lobotomy.
Oh, he did from the accident?
Well, afterwards, yeah.
But I didn't know he had a glass eye.
He's all fucked up.
Is that why he doesn't act anymore?
Well, I think he acts. He just doesn't act very well.
Huh.
I think he just got fucking Me Too.
Jessica says she wants, when she's hungover, is carbs. Exactly. McDonald's.
Carbs, yeah.
Grease and carbs.
Just whatever. Yep, absolutely.
Stop talking about food because I'm starving.
FCC is trying to ban TikTok. What the fuck?
Did we talk about that? I can't
remember. I don't remember. Did we talk about it? I don't remember.
So,
but nonetheless, they're trying to ban TikTok. The commissioner
is recommending that the U.S. ban TikTok, because even though they deny it, he says it like this: there's not a world in which you could come up with sufficient protection on the data that you could have sufficient confidence that it's not finding its way back into the hands of the Chinese Communist Party.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so I have read on multiple platforms that Chinese party uses the same platform, TikTok, and they very specifically filter out certain things for the Chinese people and for what we get. Like, it's basically the dumbing down of America shit that we get. It's like, oh, look at the puppy dogs and look at the fucking this.
Well, what do they give their people?
Like things that are pro, like
communism.
No. Pro being like,
but that's not what he's talking about.
No, I know, but
he's talking about our data.
I know they're getting the data. We know that, right? That's in your terms.
Well, terms
and conditions
because
right. But it's interesting while you're looking at that. Well, but it's interesting is because of this, the views, like what they get on their end, on their side of it, is based on like being a better person, taking care of your community, being a better man, being a stronger man, being a more
listening to the government
woman,
or they'll kill you.
Doing these sorts of things.
Domestic woman, my fucking ass.
That is what they're doing And then they're like, all right, go do your TikTok dances.
Well, dumbing down isn't necessarily a
That's
bad
absolutely
thing.
the dumbing down of America.
I know, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because we don't need somebody to tell us.
We
got
already know.
We've got a good mix.
But it has nothing to do with that. It's the kids that have no idea. Like we've got some neighbors.
I know, but that's
that are little
they don't care.
kids.
They do all they care about right now is puppies and boys.
I understand that, but when we were 10, 12,
We didn't have social media.
we were outside running around. Now these kids are just doing these fucking.
At least they're moving.
That's a shitty excuse.
No, at least they're moving and not just playing video games sitting on the couch like they also do sometimes.
It's kind of the same
when they
thing.
get when you're
'Cause
dancing.
now they're
you're
getting
dancing.
a dopamine hit for how many views they get.
So what?
That's terrible.
Anyways,
Terrible.
so it's funny
I've got
though,
a story
'cause,
coming up in here in a few minutes. It's going to
a
solve everything.
spokesperson named Brooke Oberwetter, that's her real last name, Oberwetter, says Commissioner Carr has no role in the confidential discussions with the U.S. government related to TikTok and appears to be expressing views independent of his role as an FCC commissioner. So here's the thing that she needs to remember. When FCC commissioners start making recommendation, the government starts to listen.
Yep. Well, the FCC is part of the government.
Well, but he's not involved.
They're also the same
so-
ones that wanted to shut down like Twisted Sister. So I'm not saying, yeah, and that's where fucking Dee Snider went to Congress and fucking had the big thing about, remember, where they had mature content and shit like that?
Yeah.
That was a big deal because it's your First Amendment, right? This is not a First Amendment thing. This is a steal your data and fucking like.
Well, and stories have brought into question like how secure user data is
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
data. BuzzFeed reported in June that TikTok engineers based in China gained access to intimate information on U.S. users such as phone numbers. Forbes reported last month that ByteDance intended to use the app to access information on some users. So,
Yeah. So, but who's the primary demographic probably of TikTok? Probably under 20. I would
it
say.
depends because a lot of stars are on it.
No, stars. But I would say it's primarily people under 20, 25 and under.
No, yeah, primarily because I look at it sometimes because sometimes it's fun and I fucking hate social media because then I go down a damn rabbit hole for 15 hours.
Right. User demo. Let's see if we can even get it. I don't even know if we can get the fucking data.
I doubt it.
So it's TikTok statistics, everything you need to know. This was as of 26th this past month. Let's see. Monthly active users on TikTok has over 1 billion monthly users. The TikTok app has been downloaded 2.6 billion times worldwide.
Wow.
Monthly active users, TikTok is now over 138 million active users in the United States.
DJ said Gen Z.
Among US over 18, TikTok brought in 22.2 mobile unique visitors. That
Why am I
means
clocking?
22.2. The percentage of TikTok users based by age 10 to 19 is 32.5. 20 to 29 is 29.5. 30 to 39 is 16.4. 40 to 49 is 13.9. So when we do a little bit of math, that's 60% are 29 below. Right. That's a huge demographic. That's a huge portion of it.
Yeah.
And you're training them in. That means 100 by a certain point, like Facebook's
God,
going
what the
fucking
actual
away,
fuck?
right? I mean, we were talking
The
earlier.
Meta just laid
Meta-
off
yeah,
11,000 people.
people. They've lost half of their net worth.
But I love
Over
how
the past
they're
few
like,
years, or
they lost,
few
they were worth
months.
$1 trillion and now they're half that is their value. But you said it's actually lower. But I love how like
Theoretically.
people were saying like because Elon Musk laid off half of his workforce, now Twitter's having a hard time verifying shit. And I'm like, you're not saying anything about Meta who's getting ready to start laying off people.
Right. Exactly.
They lost all their money because nobody wants to advertise.
No.
Well, it's not that nobody wants to advertise. There's just so many laws around it now that advertisers like, it's not worth it anymore. I can't follow people. I can't get people to see
What
my
is
ad
your
every
actual
time.
ROI on something like that for like a big corporate company? Like we know like the top 5 car companies, right? Or whatever it is. Like you can throw an ad up there. But if
Thank you, Remember. Yes, half of Twitter, not Elon's workforce.
right, but if I go and look at say like Ford's back and I don't know Ford specifically, but I know GMC's coming off of Twitter. Certain car companies, Audi's backed out. We talked about that last
Yeah.
week, right? But you go, All right. So if that's the case, was I going to fucking Twitter
No.
to see
So I
about
said
Audi or GMC or any of those?
no.
Fuck
There's some people you may
Right.
hit, but for most of those things, you have repeat buyers.
Right. Well, yeah, that's even if my first time, I'm like, my cousin, his whole life, he's a BMW guy.
Mhm.
Burn the fucking world down. He's gonna buy another BMW.
Right.
Right. Or my brother's a Jeep guy. I'm a
Right.
Tacoma guy or a Toyota guy, right? Those are his companies. Neighbor, Toyota, me, Toyota or Jeep, primarily. I have a Ford right now, but whatever. You, Audi girl. But you don't need to go to fucking Twitter to figure that shit out.
No, I
Or
already know
to
that. I'm not going to go to social media to tell me what to buy.
Right.
I already know what I
The
want.
shit that I do
Or
find
I'm going to stumble upon it on the internet or Amazon.
So the shit that I do find on Instagram and stuff like that
Mhm.
are small
Mhm.
companies that are like
American
I'm
owned.
starting something.
Yeah, American owned,
Check
small,
this out, right?
small companies.
Word of mouth kind of companies.
Because here's the thing, even on like,
Not big
why I
fucking
don't think I
branded companies.
why I don't see a lot of ads is because I love that Kindle doesn't put ads on their app anywhere. Nowhere. There's not a single app anywhere. It's just the book.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because I would be like, I'm not.
What
gonna
you
do
would
this.
think.
I just buy a book.
Well, no, but like you would think that. So like the way they have it set up, especially on their homepage, there's a little margin that you could put ads on if you wanted to, but that's taking away from your book.
That would be very much the Netflix $6.99 version or whatever, right?
Well, but you're also taking away from your books, which is what you want people to be.
Mike.
Taking away from your. I was burping. I didn't want to burp in the mic. Thanks. You're taking
Twitter is
away.
for porn and for promoting. Whom said Twitter is for porn and promoting OnlyFans. I told Beth, I was like, just type in B. You're gonna get boobs. Like it's gonna be one of the fucking first things that shows up. Either boobs or bombs.
That's very
you know what I mean? But it's like one or the other.
spectrum.
Because there's the proxy war that's happening over with Russia, right?
Oh.
I mean, it's gonna be one or the other.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Let's do it tonight. Let's see what comes up. If I just go to Twitter, and I'm just gonna go to the search. I'm just gonna do the random search. Oh my God, I just saw something I have to go back to. Sorry, I'm gonna steal this. Everybody needs to immediately or soon thereafter go out to the Drinking Bros podcast 8 hours ago on Twitter and see what they posted. It was literally 8 hours ago, and it's fucking amazing. So, nonetheless, all right, let's go type in a B. B. Bobert, Bitcoin, Bajian. Yeah, I don't know what any of those mean, but I'm just doing top, and it's going to be some B-boy. No idea. I can't read the language.
I don't know what that was.
It's just I think it's like some Russian fucking
Russian,
like
I think.
mail order shit.
So,
Yeah, it's like I just typed in B and hit enter. I have 0 followers. I don't follow anybody. I literally use it.
I do follow some people.
So I try and have like, what
artists.
the fuck is that?
What? Let me see.
Nope.
Oh.
You don't want to see that. And a bunch of shit in Chinese. It's a bunch of shit in Chinese. So that's just with the B.
So let's go on to number 5.
We'll go through the alphabet next time and we'll talk about it. Dude, I'm telling you, I just saw some shit. It's not good. Can you go over? There's a big crime wave happening.
Well, I wanted to talk about 5.
Want to talk about 5 major cheating signs? Oh, okay. 5 major cheating signs, according to.
I feel like we need to do 6 too.
Which one's that? I was trying to say, okay, we can do it. I'm all about it. Let's do this. We're gonna go deep on this one. I'm gonna find this story. 5 major cheating signs that.
Hey, Allison, I just got your text. Is his mic broken again, or is it good? Okay.
I can see it over here. It literally, I can see it bumping up here, so we're good.
The text.
It had the ATEM fucked up. I think I just gotta
unplug it and plug it back in.
I have literally got to just reboot shit. All right. Private investigators say there are 5 major signs you are dating a cheater.
Dun, dun,
dating, not married to,
dun.
because that's pretty. I think they're probably all going to be the same.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't imagine.
All right,
Cheater's a
team of
cheater.
private investigators have shared 5 signs your partner might be cheating on you. Check it out.
We got a
and
bot.
See if you agree. This is an Australian.
We got a bot.
We got a bot. Oh, dun, dun, dun.
Find love on the best dating site.
We finally
It's got
made
Nico's favorite number to start it off. 69.
We made it.
Looks
Thank
like we made
God.
it.
Thank God. Remove.
I wonder, can I block?
And blog.
I can block
user
too.
on this channel. There you go. All right. Really, the blocks for you, but I have to block.
Oh, for everybody.
All right. So, Australian-based group of private investigators going by the name Down Under Investigations are no stranger to cheating spouses. And they have, in fact, previously caught people cheating.
Well, they're
cheating
private
people in the
investigators.
act.
Of course they have.
They uploaded a clip, TikTok, fucking timely, right? So it says, first up, and possibly no surprise to anyone who has been cheated on, was lying.
What?
Pretty simple, just lying.
Oh,
Just
number one is lying?
Number one. Symptom number one. They lie about big things and small things. Honey, your shirt is red.
Babe, your hair looks great.
Fucking hair looks great. I have no hair.
No, that's what somebody could lie about.
Oh, I thought you were telling me.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought you were trying.
You
I
don't
was
have
like,
hair.
your shirt's red.
You have a great
Secondly, they
haircut that you gave
become
yourself the other day.
excessively defensive during conversations. And this leads nicely onto the next red flag, which is gaslighting. You don't even know what you're talking about. You didn't see what you saw.
You're wrong.
I work with her or him. We're just friends.
It was a group of happy hour people.
Yeah, it was a group. I only stayed out till 3:00 in the morning.
Sounds like my ex-husband.
We're just going golfing for the weekend. I don't golf, by the way, so it's all good. Right? But we're just going golfing. Well, why the fuck were you in South Padre Island,
Right.
bitch? Right? Gaslighting is the term used when somebody tries to get you to question your own reality.
Okay.
Right? Next up, the private investigator said, then warned that cheaters might attempt to turn the tables and accuse you of cheating. Dun, dun, dun.
That's what they say. Like if
You're probably banging the neighbor.
If your significant other all of a sudden becomes very jealous,
Or
that's what I've always heard, is because they're doing something and now they're seeing aspects of what they're doing, maybe in your behavior. You're like, why are you doing that?
I think
Why are
we
you
need
telling
to
me
reintroduce a little bit of jealousy into our relationships. We're just like, whatever, go do whatever the fuck you want.
that? I think it's too late for that.
Probably.
I think
Like-
we're both like, no,
like we both go to separate gyms, and we like Beth. I mean, honestly, you're like, you're rolling around. We talked about this a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
maybe. And you're like, you're rolling around with girls. Like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's not like we're doing it. It's like gross, right? Because I'm full of man sweat, and they're just probably like trying to
full of
deal
girls
with
sweat.
it, right? And I think it was Julia Munguia, who is pregnant, by the way.
I saw that.
Okay.
I heard it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
And
guys.
she was like, no, it's not like that at all. And you've seen it since, though, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to your gym, and I'm like, I have no interest in going watch you work out.
Hmm.
I just know you work out hard because the amount of sweat that you come home to, I'm like, we probably need to put a towel in the car, right?
I
For the
have a
seat.
towel. I would take
For
a
the
towel to the gym. I throw the other behind me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
Usually it
You
only
work
happens
hard,
in the summertime.
right? So, all right. Lastly, you're probably familiar with the
Boom
expression.
said Greg goes to a gym, GYM, and Beth goes to a gym, JIM. That's funny. He said he's ripped, but that's a pretty good one right off the cuff.
Could be.
Yeah, no. Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Literally. I mean, like, that's the quickest turnaround. I mean, I guess it doesn't take long.
I mean,
not
wait, ma'am,
questioning
thank
it.
you, ma'am.
I
But
know where you go to the gym.
right, exactly.
I'm like, I see the bill every month. I'm like,
It's not every month. I get billed weekly.
or whatever it is.
Better that way.
Lastly, you're probably familiar with the expression, a leopard doesn't change its spots,
Oh.
right? Well, the fifth and final sign, according to the team, is a history of cheating. No shit. You aren't going to fix anybody, right? That's the whole thing. I'll
Yeah.
fix them.
Once a cheater, always a cheater is the saying.
Especially if you were the person that you're like, you cheated on somebody with, and like you're the, what do you call it?
Instigator? What are
The
you talking about?
breaker of houses.
Oh, the
Home wrecker.
home wrecker. I was like,
And you get that broken record on your side, they're going to break your record too. So you're all fucked up, right? Sudden interest in their own appearance and weight is another thing. Somebody said.
I don't know if I agree about that.
No, that it could be a healthy thing.
Yeah.
Or they're getting
Or a
attention.
mindset
So
change
definitely
thing.
judge the shit out of your partner.
No, I say no.
You're like, are you fucking somebody? Work?
Why
Why are you going to Starbucks
Yeah.
all the time?
So stupid. I disagree with that one.
Like, you never used to go to the movies by yourself.
If I went to the movies by yourself, you should definitely be questioning, like, you don't go anywhere by yourself,
Like,
Beth.
oh, you're just taking a random weekend to
Go to the beach by yourself
Mazatlan.
for some self-time, some alone self-time.
Like, no, bitch, I wanted to go with you. No, Cozumel is not a you thing. It's a us thing, right? Someone else said when they guard their phones like the FBI. That could be a thing. You're like, I saw a fucking thing on like TikTok or somewhere, like Instagram or probably TikTok. I wasn't on TikTok. And they were doing this and it was in the car at night.
You're doing what?
And she was like texting somebody or something like that. And the guy's recording her and it's reflecting in the
Off
window.
the
And he's
window.
like, what are you doing? Like, who are you talking to? She's like, I'm on Instagram. And he's like, no, you're not. Look in the reflection. And she goes, and it's like this. And she's like, right? I'm sure it's a setup.
Yeah,
like set
I'm
up
sure
that
it
way.
is too.
But it makes fucking sense because people are that dumb.
Yeah.
Another real quick said the phone behavior changing is a very big sign. You can easily download phone logs
You don't even have to get your company to send bill to you.
or just, yeah, the bill. You see all the statements,
You
right?
still get paper bills.
So anyway,
It's
those
just-
are ways to catch your partners cheating.
got
or
my,
accuse them.
I got my
of
eye
cheating.
on you.
Accuse them of cheating. If they lose a bunch of weight and get healthy and they're ripped,
I disagree with that one. I
they
just
start going to the movies by themselves.
Yes. Or vacations by themselves,
Yeah, I'm just saying.
or a lot of happy hours that you're not
Right, you're
invited
like,
to.
wait a minute. You used to bring me to happy hour all
Yeah.
the time. I'm like, sorry, honey, this one's for work.
This one's only for working
I'm like,
team people.
yeah, team people. Like, bitch, you got fired last week. Who's your team? Could happen. I don't fucking know. I don't make the rules.
DJ said my PA gave me a list of 19 indicators and the ex checked off 17 of them.
Right?
Oh,
God damn it. You nailed it. All right. So this one, dude, I don't even know how I fucking stumbled upon this one, but this one's just ridiculous. So, okay. So we're on the air for an hour, hour and a half, whatever it is, right? Generally, you hit the restroom real quick before you go, right? Or maybe
for what? Go where?
you just hit the restroom real quick.
Before you leave anything, or
Before
okay.
you come on air, right? You're
Okay.
like, all right,
Oh, okay.
check the
Yeah.
restroom, right? Do that. Takes 2 seconds. This dumb motherfucker,
Maybe he has irritable bowel syndrome.
I think he's incontinent. Radio guy. It's on TMZ. It's pretty fucking funny. There's, the video and everything, not of him doing it, but the post part of it. Radio guy poops his pants live on air. And he, quote unquote, I just went in my pants.
He said that?
Yep. Get a load of this. A sports radio producer literally couldn't keep his crap together after hearing a joke live on air because he laughed so hard he shit himself.
You think he really shit himself?
Sean Marash he's a CBS sports radio contributor. Sean Marash was, ironically enough, reacting to a silly conversation about the Philly Fanatic pooping on people's chests when disaster struck. So the Philly Fanatic, if you're not familiar, is like Philadelphia, the Philly
Baseball
baseball
team
team.
mascot.
It's the green guy.
Okay.
Right?
He's a
And,
monster or something, right? Like,
yeah, the Philly Monster.
Yeah.
So Marash damn near came out of his chair over the joke, then admitted he made mud pies in his trouser.
I don't think it's true.
No, because in the video, he comes back with his pants. He's changed.
Hey, why would he bring his pants? Why wouldn't he throw that shit literally away?
I don't know what to tell you. So naturally, everyone erupted in laughter. Marash later returned with his head down, saying he used a lot of toilet paper towels and couldn't look the guys in the eye. The more disgusting part is when Marash showed off the damage with the crew looking on in horror.
No
The
business.
show's host, Damon Amendola, said he was glad Marash found the joke funny, but was concerned that his colleague couldn't control his bowel movements. I'm just saying, that's the one a year, right? But you don't do that shit live on air. Like you have to have a stomach illness, something like that,
Oh no.
right? There are rules around this. Like you don't show up to work, like you don't drink too much coffee, you don't put yourself in that position, especially in the morning, right? You're doing a morning show,
Right.
evening's one thing. You've gone once or twice, maybe throughout the day, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
You've gotten your coffee in you, you've had all the stuff. No, you don't fucking do that. You're taking all the stool hardeners you can get to get you fucking through your
Oh,
2
yeah?
or 3 hours. Right? That's the way I look at it. He said, so he thought the joke was funny, the Damon Amendola. On the other hand, he's really terrified. Like he said, he couldn't hold his boss. It's like somebody dumped a milkshake down his pants.
Oh, gross.
You asked for it. You asked for that story.
I was
I was gonna
funny. That's
skip
just
it.
ugly.
I was going to skip it, but you know what? It's called self-control, people. And
I know.
sometimes we just have to exercise self-control or get the fuck out of the room. You want to talk about your catalytic converter?
Well, now it's boring after those two stories.
How about this one? This one's pretty good. We'll save 7.
Maybe.
New
Maybe we'll
VR
just do it.
headsets.
Yes.
This fucking thing is what the Earth needs at this point.
Oh, speaking of that, today I heard that the Earth, America contributes the most population to the world.
Who'd you hear that from?
It's on the news, and that
So we have 340.
we are 3 degrees hotter than anywhere else in the world. I'm like, oh,
Who did you hear this
it was
from?
on the news,
Which news?
the morning news that I sometimes check out.
KSAT?
It
But
was in the
who
top
said that?
9. It was in the top 9 at 9. And they said that we're 3 degrees hotter than any other location in the world. I'm like, I'm pretty
Those
sure
people
their
are
desert
fucking retarded.
way hotter than America.
How about just China? About the Gobi Desert? About Africa?
That's what I was
About
saying. There's
all the
places.
shit?
I mean, I was thinking of like
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
where all the
We
rich
literally
people
have
at.
340
Where all the
million
rich people at. The oil people in Saudi Arabia is
yeah,
probably
Kuwait,
fucking hot. Yeah.
Iraq,
I was like,
Afghanistan, all this. That's
I
the
got this
dumbest
from-
thing I've ever heard. And you have China, who puts out their carbon footprint is like double what the rest of the world is
Mhm.
practically. So they can go.
I wonder if they all drove their private jets again this year.
to the G7. Oh yeah, they did. That was a couple months ago. Absolutely.
But that's where this
So,
information is coming from. Oh,
This
wow.
is what I'm hoping will just
What is
save
that?
the world. So, Gamer is creating a terrifying VR headset that kills you if you die in the video game.
What?
I'm hoping this fucking goes. I don't play VR games, so
I do, but not anything that
No,
I die in.
I'm hoping people take this, and if they're gonna do it, this is
How
called
does it kill you?
natural fucking selection. I'm gonna get to it. Natural selection. The man who created Oculus Rift is creating a virtual reality headset that kills you in real life if you die in the video game. Yes, that's right. You read that correctly. Palmer Lucky's killer headset is connected to 3 explosive charges
Oh, is
that
that
are
at the top?
primed and ready to go if your character gets killed in the virtual world.
That would never make it past FDA. They would never be able to.
Dude,
sell
all
that.
you have to do is, you don't even need to do that. Put a phone into it, right? And then it's very easy to come up with compounds that you could be able to build this out. 3 bullets, right? And then just,
No,
you could build that easily.
they wouldn't be able to.
Charges,
It's funny, but
the charge molecules are placed directly at the user's forebrain. And should the player hit 0 points, their head would supposedly explode.
what do you just end the game before you die?
You know what? Jessica asked who the fuck would play that. Exactly the people that you want to fucking play it, right? I mean, I understand thrill seeking.
Where did she ask that?
It hasn't come up on
Oh.
yours yet, but nonetheless.
Well,
I
says
think
I'm on
it's-
fucking live chat. Why
So
did I change
the
it?
idea of tying your real life to your virtual avatar is always fascinating. me.
Yeah,
you
that's-
instantly raise the stakes to the maximum.
They
level.
can't sell that because there are dumb people that would buy it.
No, you could just print it.
And then I wonder, like, then
3D
you're gonna
print
get like this whole so and so created. Now people's parents are gonna try to sue him because it killed his kids.
3D print it. Open source, drop it out there.
Person who open sources it is the one that's going to be held liable.
The idea, you could come up with it just from the picture of that. You could 3D print that. Just from the
Yeah.
idea there. And then instead of, I mean, you could create an interface, you could do all sorts of stuff. I think the idea has been planted. Let the seeds grow. So, Lucky unveiled the design of the VR headset on November 6th to commemorate the anime novel Sword Art Online, which is thus the reason for that. According to Lucky, SAO first made gamers interested in raising the stakes in the virtual world. In the story, players would wear Nevigear headsets and have to escape a 100-foot dungeon to prevail. So I'm just saying, it's an option.
Just
you might have to
LOL,
involve a little bit of money, right? If you're willing to take the fucking chance,
maybe you think you're a really good gamer.
have fun. If you don't want to go hiking or backpacking or skydiving,
Maybe you think they're a really good gamer, and that's the challenge of it. Can I beat this game and stay alive?
If that's your thing, thin the herd. Thin it out. Chick-fil-A. We talked about that. So the perfect schedule already?
No, we did not.
Can't remember.
So there is a man.
The last Friday was a little challenging for us.
A little blurry. There's a man that has found.
Beth got out of bed at what?
Well, the first time, 11:30.
And then 1.
And then like 2 the second time.
The time change really fucked her up on Sunday. Wait a minute.
It wasn't even the right day. Nice try though. So a lot of places are having shortage staffage, right? We talk about that all the time. One Miami Chick-fil-A owner has been deluged with applications after switching his staff to a 3-day, 14-hour work week. So instead of working several days, you work 3 14-hour days. And since he's gone to this, he's not had any attrition. He's got applications that are stacking up for people waiting to get hired for him. And I was like, okay, so what is that? 28, 30, 28, 14, 28, 38, 42?
Use your knuckles.
40.
You're the one that said use the knuckle thing. I don't know.
That's for month, silly. So he's found the perfect schedule. He divided his staff of 38, 18 store leaders and 20 front employees into 2 groups, alternated weekly schedules into 3-day blocks of 13 to 14-hour shifts. The result, 100% retention at the management level and a flood of new job applicants.
Nice.
Yep. And one opening that came out this fall drew in 420 candidates.
See, that's what you want, right? You want people that Chick-fil-A is one of those places, like our Chick-fil-A, dude. Kids are, I call them kids. I don't know. They fucking could be.
They are kids.
32. I don't know. They're super nice, super like they do. They're
right.
Awesome.
Well,
everybody's awesome.
The company is good to them
well, no,
too.
the
So that
company's
helps,
awesome too.
You know,
yeah.
So
and they get Sundays off.
Yeah.
So they go to church and.
So, but so this is the really the big story about this is just an example of getting creative.
Yeah.
To find ways to draw people in. I don't know. I mean, I remember working 4 10-hour days and it being exhausting.
Yeah, but I mean, so if you're a kid, you're generally not going to work a full-time schedule. You're going to work like 24, 30 hours.
Well, these guys all work full.
The leadership
right.
would work a certain amount, right?
Well,
but
this also applies to like their I guess maybe full-time employees.
Yeah, full-time.
Not necessarily leadership,
like
but full-time employees. Yeah.
It's just there to like your work stuff. Yeah, your crews, like fast food crews, you maybe get 30 hours or something like that, which is 20 hours is perfect for a kid in high school, or 10 hours. I don't know, whatever the fuck people did. I worked every hour I could get in high school.
Really?
So yeah, goddamn right I did. My mom made $16 an hour, honey.
I worked at summer.
Huh?
I worked summers
At
sometimes.
the pool.
I was a hostess at a couple restaurants.
Life garden.
I worked at the Limited for one summer. I spent most of my money on clothes at the Limited. But hey, it was a great discount.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, but that makes sense. I think that's awesome. It's great. All right. So I need to do this one real quick because I'm going to save 10, 11. We're going to go to the next page. Brittany Griner. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
The basketball
Yes.
star. The WNBA. I just saw this today.
They did not change her
What's that?
sentencing. They didn't
No, I
change
know.
her
So they
sentencing.
they didn't change sentencing. They didn't do shit. Brittany Griner transfers to Russian penal colony.
Which is so weird they still have
Exact
those.
status unknown. Dude, Russia is fucking Russia, bro.
That's so weird to
Right?
me.
So
Like, isn't that against human rights or some shit
no,
like
it's
that?
fucking Russia, man. She's gonna go out and break rocks or plant
Build
gardens or do whatever the fuck females do over there, and that's gonna be it for 6 years or 4 years or however long it takes for them to.
Feel she's worked off her.
No, it's not even that until they can come up with an agreement to fucking make a trade, right? That's really what's.
How hard is it to make a trade?
This is.
She did break their law, Allison's right.
No, 100%. She broke the law. I'm not saying nope. She went there with some weed, and that's enough. And she did it at the most inopportune time because we're in a fucking proxy war, right? We're basically paying Ukraine to fucking fight a war, right?
Well, we're not the only people. I mean,
Yeah,
we're the
pretty
majority
much.
of them.
We
But
pay $40 billion a couple times a year. That's fucking yeah. WNBA star Brittany Griner is transferring to a Russian penal colony known for its terrible living conditions, and her legal team has no idea exactly where she is or how she's doing. Her move from the detention center in Iksha began on Friday, which happened to be one day after she met with the U.S. Embassy. It just jumped. It's something Griner's family and team had feared ever since her conviction in August. Is a penal colony is far worse than a detention center. Prisoners are forced to perform labor, and it's much more difficult to make contact with the outside world. So this is the thing. Those fucking penal colonies.
Mhm.
Okay, so have you ever heard of Siberia? Okay.
it's really cold.
Russia, where we think of Moscow and all that shit,
Mhm.
is on like the western side of Russia,
Okay.
which is like, say, 30,000 square miles, whatever. Just use that.
Right.
The remainder of Russia
Yep.
is 70,000 miles or whatever it ends up being of fucking nothing.
Like on Stranger Things
And
when they
that's
flash
where-
the plane.
Exactly. Perfect. Way to put it.
Example?
Example.
Yeah.
Analogy, whatever. But it's out there somewhere. He's out there.
There ain't nothing out there.
Hope she got a goddamn
Hope she had a coat.
warm. That's what I was thinking. Griner's team was not made aware of it until Tuesday. Griner's agent released a statement saying the number one concern is her client's health and well-being. She's fucked. That's all it comes down to. You hope she's strong. You hope she can deal with it.
Right.
Mentally, she's going to be fucked. We're thankful for everyone's support and hope we hear that as we near 9 months of detention for being wrongfully detained.
She was not wrongfully
She's
detained.
not wrongfully detained.
She had
That
marijuana.
is the law of the land.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Just because we think different of weed doesn't mean.
Well, and not all of us think different. Like there are some states
Or
that
whatever.
would still
Yeah.
be illegal.
Yeah,
that would be a
absolutely, 100%.
crime.
Yeah.
It may not be a huge crime, but you might still get,
California still has three strikes law. You go to prison.
but not on weed.
Not on weed. Yeah.
But
Cocaine.
you might have to do some community services over here, but they don't.
Yeah.
There's places, Russia, Mexico.
You
There's
do not
places
wanna-
you do not
there
mess
was a
around with
story
the
of, like,
law.
a Marine that was transferring to Camp Pendleton
Mhm.
and fucking made a mistake
Oh yes, I do remember.
and went through the checkpoint and had a couple of rifles with him
I remember.
and got stuck down there for months and
Yeah.
months and months and months, right? And it was like, I took a fucking wrong turn. He was thinking he could just go through and turn around. No, dude. Once he passed through, you can get out of the United States. And then he was going into fucking Mexico and you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
They aren't fucking around, right? So, I don't know. You want to talk about Avatar premiere?
Sure.
Avatar premiere.
Well,
Have you guys seen the preview for Avatar? It looks pretty rad.
I've seen bits and
I
pieces.
think
of
it's
it.
going to be good.
So,
I'm thinking, methinks.
Are we thinking this is what messed up the
Try it.
video
Let's
player
see.
though?
Yeah. I think it is, but
So,
we're gonna give it a shot.
Avatar,
So if my mic goes out for some random fucking reason.
to celebrate the new arrival of the trailer, the film was further teased on natural canvas, typically reserved for royalty or wondrous heroines at the majestic Niagara Falls.
Okay.
So James Cameron is actually from that area.
Buffalo or something like that.
Somewhere.
Canuck.
No, he's not Canadian.
So he's probably from Buffalo. That's the other side of
but
it.
he grew up there, so
that
it's near
area.
dear to his heart. So they decided to do like this big. Let me see where it's at. Okay, hold on, I'll tell you when if I can get it. There we go.
Put it in the hole.
Put it in the hole. Let's see.
So we may need to just set up another laptop
go.
up here.
Let's him talk for a little while, but it's not.
Oh, nope. There we go. Okay.
So they put in all the blue lights. They made it it's really cool. So they put these screens up that kind of worked with but then
it's cool.
Yeah, but I really like this part because the shit you can do with drones now is amazing.
All right. So we got drones come up.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that's pretty rad, right?
It's pretty cool, right? Like it just, and I was like, huh. I guess that's a program.
Yeah, they program it all. I saw one for Halloween where somebody had done it at their house and they had done like a bajillion
seriously?
lights. And then they had above their house, they had like 30 drones or 40, or it was probably more than that.
Right.
But doing all of these different things like playing drums.
Oh,
and
that's
shit
really
like that,
cool.
Yeah. So like a Metallica song or something.
And I mean, it's small and it's simple, but it's real. It probably
Just
was really
cool.
cool to experience it. To be able to go out there and see like, I think it was just clips.
Like the falls.
No, but it was the way they had it set up. It wasn't on the ground. It was kind of like on the rocks that go into the falls.
Whatever.
So,
it's all good.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna save 14 because that's evergreen. We'll save the rest. Let's go to our feel goods, honey.
So my feel good was I'm on the way to the gym, right? And
yep. That's a hero.
I just anytime I see a puppy without a human. This is the
puppy that I imagined you saving. Let me know if you recognize this puppy.
Hold on, it's coming.
It's coming. This puppy is probably the puppy you saved.
That is not the puppy I
Hooch?
saved. That is
You
not.
didn't save Hooch?
I didn't save Hooch. Her name was Lexi.
She
was a terrier mix of some sort. She was so scared.
You got hooched.
She was. So I'm driving down our road, so I hadn't even gone that far, and I see her, and I'm like, "There's no mommy or daddy with this puppy."
Mm-hmm. And it's literally on our street. Like,
and so I pull over, and I'm like, "Hey, little one, where are you supposed to be?" She's looking at me, and she's like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble." And she starts going to a house that she ends up going to the door, and I'm like, "Well, nobody's gonna know she's out here. She's gonna wander off after I leave." So I didn't want to corner her because I didn't want to get bitten.
How big is this dog?
It was
like on the table,
like not big, probably
like Mickey size, smaller
at max.
Okay,
you know, but I still didn't want to get bit if I didn't want to corner her. So
we've had a recent
squatted down, and she came over. She was super cute, and that's where I finally was able to look at her tag, get her address off her tag, and compare we were at the right house. And so then I just rang the doorbell. It was just about to give up, and I was like, "Okay, am I going to get in trouble if I just open their back gate and shove her in the back gate?"
Not necessarily.
I don't. I mean,
confirmed it.
And so actually, Celine, so she's like, "Are you rescuing that puppy?" I said, "I'm trying. I don't think they're home." And right when I said that, the gentleman owner, opened it, and he was like, "Can I?" "Oh, Lexi," and I was like, "I found your puppy wandering," and he was like,
"Very
"Thanks
nice
so
of you
much."
to take care.
I was late to my workout, but not a whole lot. But
to gyms.
I was late.
Womb said Beth went to gyms. Is Jim the dude down the street? Yeah. Is that really what it is? You just come here, park your car in his driveway. I'm like, she's always at the gym so quick. Like, it takes her like 40 seconds to get to the gym. What the fuck?
I try to do that anytime.
He's a Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah. And he's quite a bit older.
And he's an older gentleman.
I try to do that anytime I see a lost puppy in the neighborhood because I'd rather get them while they're in the neighborhood than get them out to Bandera or Houseman. And
we went through that a couple of years ago. Yeah, absolutely. My feel good is, so I got my blue belt last night.
Yay! So excited for you.
It's taken quite a long time, but it's been awesome. But it was the idea is I also wasn't just me that got our blue belt. I had Larry and Chris that were there. We've been training for a long time.
And I don't know either of those gentlemen, just so you know.
You've met Larry.
I have?
Yep.
At one of the competitions?
Chris, you haven't met.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was cool that there was 3 of us that got promoted to blue belt last.
That's really cool.
It was really cool because it's like
you never know when it's going to happen, right?
We have no idea. It's up to the coaches and stuff like that. But you go, fuck, right? Like you're always like, are you doing something wrong? Like you remember a while back, I was like, just let it lie. And it's like Taekwondo.
You had a schedule.
Lots of degrees in that, right?
Yeah.
Did that for 10 years, whatever. Right. It's different.
Right. There's only one degree. It's almost like every belt is its own degree.
Absolutely. Well, there's several degrees. There's like 4 stripes, and each one's a degree within that belt.
Right.
But you can jump.
But it's
up
your
to
first colored
coach.
belt. It's really cool.
it's
You're no
pretty
longer
cool.
a white belt.
But really, the idea is this: it's like join a team, come up with somebody, and get a group. Those are the people that push.
I was thinking about that. I was like, we haven't done an obstacle thing in any.
There aren't any
form.
right around.
There are, but you have to go to like Austin.
So yeah. So, but if you're interested, just fucking.
They're all saying congrats.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Blue is
really
the
is pretty
first
cool.
big step, though.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to.
You were pretty excited
hit that
last
milestone.
night.
Well,
And
I
then
didn't.
until your
I
knee
sent
woke
her
you
a
up.
picture.
Yeah.
And I just put it underneath because we did some punching shit, like some MMA.
Well, you
stuff
had
last night.
your boxing gloves as the primary focus.
I know I did it up.
And I looked at everything, and I even
kinda
saw
put
the blue belt, but
and
I didn't register.
I was waiting to see if she'd see it.
Well, I'm not.
She didn't catch it.
I'm
Well,
not
you were
in
looking
that
at it real
world.
quick.
Yeah, and I'm not in that world, so I never know when you're going to
I
get a
didn't either.
stripe
Yeah.
or a belt.
Neither do
So,
you. Neither do I. so.
and you were
But it
really
was cool.
excited about it until your knee woke you up at 3 a.m. again.
Yeah.
You need to start wearing your brace for a little
Old
while.
man shit. Knee randomly wakes you up. So, all right. Entertainment real quick. I've been on the struggle bus trying to figure out some shit to watch. If you guys got anything good to watch, let me know because I'm out of shit to watch.
So you should put it on the Insta and Facebook too. You'll get lots of recommendations
Yeah.
because Brenna does that and she gets a ton of
I
recommendations.
swear to God, I've seen everything.
Probably. It's kind of like the
I
internet.
watch
You run out of you've hit the end of the
I
internet.
hit the end of the fucking.
Netflix.
We have Netflix, HBO
There's
Max,
a ton. There's a
fucking
ton.
YouTube TV. We've got
So here's the
Discovery
good news.
Plus.
You still have some Wrexhams, I think, to watch. And
No, I watched all the
Yellowstone.
Wrexhams.
Yellowstone starts on Sunday.
Oh, see, yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm just
Peripheral on Amazon. I want to watch that.
What's
So
that?
don't watch it without me. It's I have it on our list. You don't have to
Okay.
write it down.
No, I just won't remember it because I won't.
It's already in
remember.
our list. Is
That
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
mean shit for me.
It's
Like I won't remember because I
it's
don't
a
even know
girl
what
that
it
goes.
is.
I think it's almost like the VR you talk. You can go into virtual reality, but I think it's super real. Like you can get hurt and all this
They've
other stuff.
gotten
I can't
bullet
believe you
things.
haven't seen the preview for it.
Sky Blue is great. Where's Sky Blue at? All right, I'll Google
All
shit.
right.
But just send me some notes today, real quick. Just remember this and don't fucking forget this. In 2020, drug makers BioNTech and Pfizer announced that their COVID-19 vaccine to be over 90% effective in a first look at the results from their phase 3 trial involving nearly
When people weren't going out anywhere. That's
44,000
hilarious.
people. And that was a fucking today. I Googled today in history,
That's so funny.
and that fucking came up.
So maybe it was 90% effective when people weren't living in the real
Oh,
world.
and they weren't breathing on each other.
Yeah, they weren't living in the world.
because they didn't test for what? Transmission.
That's so
So-
funny.
All good. You do what you need to do. Go hit the like and subscribe if you don't mind.
Yes,
If you already haven't
please.
hit that the like button, punch that donkey in the face. We will catch you on Friday. We'll have another good show for you. Another
We
fun
will.
show.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm starving
yes,
to
ma'am.
death.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me too.
So
Camera just went blurry. That's really weird. We need to end the show. It's gotten outside the.
our shit's all
technical.
fucked up. Who knows? Whatever. We love you guys. Thank
Bye,
you so much.
guys. Love you. Have a great rest of the week.
We'll catch you
Ah,
on
pinch poke. You owe me a Coke.
Friday. Cheers.
Bye.